What's up guys, Jake Lowry here, and today I am very excited because we are going to finally test out the fly rod again using a $10 kit that I purchased off Amazon that I think is going to catch a bunch of bass. I'm not going to show you guys that kit just yet, but the fishing in this area has picked up absolutely completely. We have had the fall snap this weekend. It is 70 degrees right now in Texas. It is absolutely beautiful out. That's why I decided, thinking these fish are gonna be up shallow, thinking that these fish are gonna be along the bank, why not break that fly rod out and see if we can't catch some big fish on the fly rod. Last time I took the fly rod out, we caught a ton of fish. We weren't using topwater lures like we are going to be today, but the fish were heavy biting on the flies, and I think that should be no different today. But first, let's talk about conditions, because I think, honestly guys, they're a little weird. So right behind me is Lake Tahoe. It's actually been a couple weeks since the last time we fished this lake, so we're not sure how it's fished. It looks like it's a little low than normal. That bank is gonna be kind of weird for fly fishing because the section between the water and the actual bank is gonna be really muddy. So I'm gonna lose about 6 feet on every cast that I take. I really think we're in an awesome day for fishing ahead of us, guys. So why don't we take a look at this kit, and then we'll get the fly rod set up. I'll go over my fly rod setup because we haven't looked at it in a while and some things have changed. And then we will start fishing, guys. All right, guys, here is the kit we're gonna be using today. It is a popper flies kit. I got this for $10 on Amazon. It comes with 12 pieces. Let's open this bad boy up and see what it looks like inside. This thing actually looks amazing. It comes with 12 flies, 4 of each size, small, medium, and large, so I can catch bass with this, I can catch sunnies with this, I can catch a bunch of different fish with this. It looks like, honestly, some of the best bass flies you can buy, which are these little popping flies. I think this kit is gonna be an amazing value for $10. Flies usually range $3 to $4. This is under $1 a fly, so we're really getting a good deal here. All right, guys, here's the setup we're gonna be using today. I have a 9-foot, 9-weight Sage launch with a 9-weight Redington Behemoth reel. Then I have Rio Bass fly line, and I chose to tie on the black popper out of that kit. Reason I chose black is because this is low light conditions until the sun comes out this morning. So those fish are gonna be able to see the black fly in the water a lot better than a lighter color fly. But anyways, guys, I'm actually really excited to break the fly rod out today. It has been too long. We fished it when we were on vacation this year. We fished it once in the spring during the spawn, but I think right now in the fall, we are primed for some great bass fishing. But without further ado, let's get the GoPro on, let's start fishing, and let's catch our first fish on this thing, because it's probably gonna happen. I don't wanna say it too soon, but it's probably gonna happen pretty quick. Anyways, before we start fishing, guys, if you guys like this video and you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you subscribe to the channel and make sure you like the video. We're on our road to 10,000 subscribers. We are very close, and only you guys can help us get us there. So make sure you guys like and subscribe. Let's cut to the fishing. All right, guys, we're all set up. Because of the way the wind is blowing, I'm actually gonna fish this lake in the opposite direction of how I usually fish it. We're gonna walk up to the northern end of the lake and then fish down. That way I can cast with the wind versus casting against the wind the entire time. I'm gonna get a lot more distance on my cast, and it's gonna be a lot better situation with the fly rod. Let's go for a short, like 2-minute walk, and then we'll start fishing, guys. All right, guys, this dock looks like a fantastic place to start. I'm curious to see how the action of these poppers are, because they are less than $1. If these things have good action, they're gonna be a fantastic value for the fly rod. The water is gin clear, just how this lake always is. Good start with the poppers, and oh boy, great start for the popper, guys. That thing pops actually really good. It floats, which is also another fantastic start. And we're gonna be casting in the wind today, boys. Oh yeah, guys. The fly rod is almost easier to use a popper with because of the way you retrieve stuff. You strip line versus reeling stuff in, so it just naturally gives you a great popping action. And I mean, guys, that looks actually amazing. Let's see if we can find any fish on this thing, but so far I'm feeling pretty confident outside of the wind. The wind is gonna make it tougher. If it was absolutely flat today, we were gonna be guaranteed fish. But right now, I'm not positive 100% that it's gonna happen. I am very excited. Okay, we did just spook a fish. He was probably following my popper in. So that is a good sign, guys. 9-weight is a heavier rod. Whoa, 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 whoa. As soon as it hit the water. Did you guys see that? This thing pops like crazy. Literally, as soon as that hit the water, guys. Let's see if we can't get that fish to bite again. That was so fun. Come on. Come back, baby. Another thing that's fun about this is we have chances to hook into some big crappie and other fish like that. And really, guys, like, top water on the fly rod is the way to do it. Let's go over here. Could probably get some distance out of this cast. There we go. Back over that stick, it looks really good. Maybe it's just too shallow. I'm not getting it out in the deeper water. Oh yeah, guys. Oh, that's a nice fish. That was so sick. Oh my gosh, I know it's not that big, but for the fly rod, that thing fully jumped out of the water. Come on, fish. Oh yeah, guys. I hope we got that eat on the GoPro, but holy cow. Look how we swallowed that fly, guys. $10 Amazon box. 12 flies, and we're catching nice little bass, guys. Look at that fish. That is a beautiful fish. And there is probably nothing in the world that is more fun than that, guys. Topwater bass on the fly rod. Let's get this guy back in the water and let's make a couple more casts to see if we can't catch some more fish. But let's go, guys. All right, guys, let's get this thing back in the water. First fish of the day. I was honestly surprised by how quick that happened, especially on topwater, you know. Usually it takes a minute to get into a pattern on topwater, but if we can continue stuff like that today, eats like that are just so fun. Okay. Nice, guys. Second fish of the day. Nice little bass. Let's go, guys. This guy's a lot smaller than the first one, but still a ton of fun to catch him on the fly rod. Little tiny rascal, about an 8-incher, but guys, so much fun. I mean, you see the eat. We're catching numbers on the eats, on the fly rod, on topwater. I mean, how can you beat that? Let's get this guy thrown back and let's keep fishing, because I have a feeling there's probably more fish in this exact spot. But let's release them. Heck to the yeah. One thing that fly fishing always kind of reminds me is that, like, you can't really focus on anything else other than fly fishing when you're fly fishing. Otherwise, something's gonna get messed up. And it's definitely a lot harder to stay consistent than with a bait casting rod. A bait casting rod, you can kind of space out, cast around. The fly rod, you got to stay in the zone. Okay. Trying to get off this log, but Jesus. Noted, guys. Don't leave your line wrapped around the stick. Oh no. Especially in a mud hole. There we go. All right, back in action. Back in action. big fish, guys. This is a nice bass. Nice fish, guys. Rod tip, stay down. Oh yeah. Nicest fish of the day by a lot. Oh, it's jumping. Let's go, guys. Oh, huge. This is so huge. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, guys. I was starting to get discouraged, but man, is that a nice feeling. That is such a nice feeling, man. Whew. But man, oh man. 3 bass on the day on the fly rod. Can you beat that? In Texas? Another thing that's fun about the fly rod that I think I'm gonna try, if you guys tell me I should, so leave a comment down below if you guys think I should do this, is use a giant fly to see if we can't catch a giant bass. Because I think, guys, for whatever reason, I have a feeling that that might be a secret, a huge secret to catching fish. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. That dog, see, this is the dog I'm talking about, came out of nowhere. Come here. Come, dog. Come, sit. 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 He doesn't know sit. I have no clue whose dog that is, but he was following that lady for like an hour. This is the dog saga. He's a good boy though, he is. He's like a cur, kind of lab mutt mix. He's just got a lot of energy. Maybe I might have a buddy for the day. Are you gonna follow me around now? Random person's dog. It's claimed as my own. This is hilarious. This dog is better trained than Tony. Uh-oh, uh-oh. He's thirsty. He's thirsty. Okay, now that we know that shade might be a pattern, let's cast in here. Maybe we could get this dog his first fish. Get him a little snack. Where's your owner? There's like 10 campers here. Odds are it's one of the campers' dogs. There's no phone number on his collar. He just has a rabies tag. So, I mean, he's friendly. He's got the zoomies. So I don't know what this dog situation is, but I can't get close enough like to see his tag again. Is that your dog?
No, he's not mine, but I was out here walking last night, and he became a friend of mine, and he took a couple laps with me. I think he must be owned by somebody in the camper. He's got a collar on.
Yeah, yeah.
There's no name on the collar, it's just a rabies. Oh, you checked.
Same thing.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
all right. Well, there he is. That was a nice eat. That's a nice fish. Let's go. Huge. That is so sick. That is so fun. That's definitely the biggest fish of the day so far. 100%. 100%. That is a nice, biggest fish on the fly rod. I mean, we're catching bass like that on crazy eats on the fly. We found the pattern. The shade is clearly the pattern for today. There's not that much shade left in the lake this morning, but I mean, look at that. It is just so fun to be catching fish like this on the $10 Amazon little package too. I mean, come on guys, $1 a fly. I know maybe the setup's probably closer to $500, but you know, the flies are cheap, the bass are fun. 4 fish, that can only mean one thing, a great time. I do have a lot of fun fly fishing, guys. It is like one of the most fun ways to fish for bass, especially in a lake like this where you're pretty limited on size. It makes it seem like, you know, you're catching bigger fish, and also like we're not catching topwater fish like this on a bass rod this late in the day. Nothing yet. There we go. Come on. Yep, nice, guys. I knew it. This shade and top water today is the ticket. 5th bass of the day, guys. I knew it. That was a great spot. We're kind of running out of shaded areas in this pond though, which is very unfortunate, but little dinky guy, another dink, backflip. Let's keep fishing, guys. That was a fun eat. All right, guys, that is going to wrap up the video. We had actually a killer day on the fly rod on the $10 Amazon topwater fly pack. I mean, that thing actually turned out to be really good. We had some issues in the middle there with lures sinking and not popping properly, but overall, you have a bunch of options in that box. So if one fly doesn't work perfectly, you can just test on the next fly. Sometimes there's some inconsistencies between flies, which is a little different than something you might have with a typical bass rod. But anyways, we made a new friend with the dog Dusty. Apparently he has an owner that lives here. Overall, really good day. Let me know if you guys like the fly fishing content, because I honestly very much enjoy it. I think it's a good mix up to bass fishing, and I think especially in this lake it is a lot of fun if we're catching fish on top water and catching numbers. But anyways, guys, if you guys like this video, make sure you like the video, subscribe if you haven't, and I will catch you guys next time.